These two Pashiot of Matot-Masei are the last two books of Bamidbar. The whole book is about the transition from the generation who were slaves in Egypt to the generation of Jews who were born in the desert and will now enter the promised land of Eretz Israel. Bamidbar is the story of 40 years of wandering in the desert. Now the Jewish people are standing on the edge of leaving the desert and just about to go into the land. In the Parsha of Matot-Masei, Moshe reminds the people about the places they've traveled to and where they went. The wording is the same for each. And they journeyed and they encamped, and they journeyed and they encamped. Each journey had a certain outlook and mindset. The Bnei Israel were constantly thinking, and their mind was wandering between where they came from and yearning for the land of milk and honey, the unknown promised land. Moshe goes through the 42 places they stopped along the way to emphasize the journey towards the goal. For 40 years, the Jews journeyed by commandment of Hashem. For 40 years, they were dependent on the leadership of Moshe, Aaron, and Miriam. Now they're entering the land, and they have to take responsibility for themselves and start to control their own destiny. It's almost like moving from childhood to teenagers, rebellious teenagers, and now to adulthood. What is so interesting in Parsha Matot-Masei is as they're just about to get ready to cross into the promised land, two tribes ask Moshe for permission to stay in the land east of Jordan. Noharai, can you read the pasuk for me, please?
ויאמרו, אם מצאנו חן בעיניך, ייתן את הארץ הזאת לעבדיך לאחוזה, אל תעברנו את הירדן.
Right. And who were the tribes that wanted to go? Do you know?
Well, it was Reuven, Gad, and half of the tribe of Manasseh.
Very good. They wanted to stay there because the land was good to graze their cattle and build cities for their children. Moshe is pretty angry with them for putting their personal needs before the Jewish people. However, they work out a deal that would help fight the Midianites, conquer the land with Am Yisrael, and then go back and settle the land of Goshen. Hashem also tells Moshe where each tribe will live, and we embarked on an interesting activity and food idea combined in this week. We made oatmeal chocolate chip cookie recipes and large rectangle cookies, which was the base for the map. Okay, and then what did we do? We made the journey of Am Yisrael. We used icing to depict the journey and the flags where some of the tribes were told to live. Where is the land of Goshen?
Well,
right?
It's right around here. And here is Gad and Reuven and Manasseh. They stayed here. And this is basically Eretz Israel. And here are the rest of the tribes.
Okay. And this is Choni's one as well. And even the daughters
of Tzlofchad,
they got some land as well. Well, this was really a lot of fun to work out, and it also will be even better to eat over Shabbat. Try it. We also found a map, okay, from Chalakram's website, and it gave us a really much better idea of where everybody belonged. Finally, it's important to mention one more thing that we learned at the beginning of the Parsha Matot. We learn about the law of oaths, making a vow, a neder, promising things. They are really serious considerations when we take a vow. And we're not going to discuss the details now, but Choni is going to read it for us.
וידבר משה אל ראשי המטות לבני ישראל. לאמור זה הדבר אשר ציווה אדוני, איש כי ינדר נדר לאדוני, או 7 לעשור איסר על נפשו, לא יאכל דברו, ככל יצא מפני יעשה.
Thank you, Choni. So this is also about how we use our speech and what we've got to really be careful about, what we say and how we use how we talk. Human speech is so powerful that it can be used to build or destroy. The message for this time, the 3 weeks, especially the 9 days coming up before Tisha B'Av, is to guard our tongues from negative speech. This is a time to heal and improve our speech. We must work hard to move from Loshen Hora, Sinat Chinam, baseless hatred, to Ahavat Chinam, unconditional love for our fellow person, our friends. We want to rebuild the Beis HaMikdash. We want to start by building each other up, saying kind and positive and encouraging words to our family, our friends, bringing holiness into the world. So, what do we learn at the end of Parsha Bamidbar? What do we say? Chazak.
Chazak v'nitchazek.
Be strong, and may we be strengthened. Shabbat Shalom from Safta Laya and
Neharai.
our Bar Mitzvah boy who's on his own journey, and
Honey.
Kohanim in training for the Beis HaMikdash soon in our time, please God.
Safta,
Oh,
can
man.
I eat this now?
Yeah, I want to.
I think you've already taken a nibble.
Okay, can I still eat?
Sure.
Don't film this.